Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at the Polestar and Citroen situation. Now the good news is that Polestar and Citroen has finally settled the logo dispute that resulted in the French sale ban. Now Polestar quest for world dominance hit a roadblock in 2020 when a French court ruled that the company's logo infringed on Citroen's double chevron. Now while the two logos are completely different, both features two chevron. This was enough to start a lengthy legal battle between the companies. Polestar was the big loser at the time as sales of their vehicles were banned in France, and French visitors to the Polestar website were greeted by a message saying access to Polestar site is not accessible to the French public due to territorial restrictions on the use of French trademark. However, this appears to be water under the bridge, as Le Monde reported that the two companies have ended their dispute. There's no explanation for the change, but Citroen spokesperson told the publication the complaint has been withdrawn. The case is closed. So that's excellent. Finally, Polestar can continue on their way and be the productive company that they thought to be. So I'm actually quite happy to see that they resolved this issue privately. I'm glad to see that this issue didn't turn into a really nasty court battle, which it could have been quite easily. So I'm glad to see that both companies were able to settle their differences in a respectable way. So it remains unclear if Polestar paid to make the issue go away. However, Automotive News Europe noted that it's surprising development considering Citroen competition as a European court to expand the French ruling across the EU earlier this year. It's possible that it could have pushed Polestar to settle, but it's possible that the details of the agreement will remain a secret. That being said, with the battle over now, it's now possible that Polestar can finally enter the French market with their first space. That remains to be seen, but France have embraced electric vehicles as route and note. The sales of fully electric vehicle and hybrid models accounted for nearly 40% of new car sales, versus 38.3% for conventional petrol models. That's during the first quarter of 2022. That's insane. 40% of vehicles being sold in France are electric or hybrid. That's kind of amazing. And that's brilliant to see because I don't think that this is happening enough. Now, apart from this, the dispute actually began quite a while ago. The dispute between Polestar and Citroen date back to 2017, when the latter became a standalone automaker with a strong tie to Volvo. With that came a new Polestar logo that featured two chevrons pointing at each other, forming a fourth pointed star, which is a really cool star for Polestar. Now Citroen and subsequently DS Automotive, both Stellantis brands actually accused Polestar of counterfeiting and brand image infringement due to this logo revamp, citing comments from internet users who've noticed the similarities. Now in 2020, a French court dismissed the design infringement case, saying that there's a weak similarities between the logo plus their layoff difference in each other. But the reason why this case lasted so long is because Citroen won the case against trademark infringement. So Polestar similarly shaped chevron, hacking to Citroen identity as the brand with the chevrons. Polestar could then indirect benefit from the reputation of chevrons. That's the chevrons by Citroen. But this is just what they're saying. I don't actually believe this personally. I really don't actually believe this personally, that anyone is going to mistake a Polestar for a Citroen. And I know a lot of people in the comments are completely going to disagree with me. Like, that's not what they meant when they say infringing. I understand that's not what they said, but what they also said was that the chevrons on the Polestar vehicles could hack to Citroen's identity as the brand with the chevrons. So in other words, they're basically saying that people could mistake Polestar vehicles for chevrons. Because what they followed up this by saying is that Polestar could then indirect benefit from the reputation of chevrons that are by Citroen. So in a way, they are saying that people could mistake the Polestar vehicles for Citroen, and I don't believe they would. I don't think these logos look anything alike. But what's good overall is that this thing is finally finished. This dispute, this court case is finally at an end. That's the good thing, and I'm just happy that it's over. And now Polestar can launch their vehicles and a new space in France. That's exciting. So I look forward to that. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. And of course, I'll see you in our next video.